Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex setups for today. So starting off with Euro USD as usual, and as I mentioned yesterday, everything hinged on this break of the range, and I was expecting that to the upside, and that is exactly what transpired. So this downward trend here is still very much intact. It's just the oscillators are extremely oversold, and now there's a lot of noise in the market as well, which is just an indication of the confusion. So the next bit of structure or resistance is up here at 106,151. So this is going to be the area to be paying attention to today. Now when we drop down to the hour, you can see we've got a crossover the moving averages, pretty messy. You can see it's going to adjust this level here because the minute price came past here, this pin bar and this little level here became your zone to buy in. And I just want to show you on the 15-minute what I'm talking about. There you can see strong break above, hit that level, bounce back, and then here was your signal. But it was so volatile yesterday. Everything was volatile. That would have been like 200-point stop loss, and you would have been targeting the zone again. So anyway, extremely volatile. Not something that you get too excited about trading, but nevertheless, this is your line in the sand at the moment. So it's 105,566. We're looking for price to come back and test that. I'm looking for inside bars, engulfing bars off that. This could end up being a double top as well, so be wary of that. The bottom of it would be here. So if you start breaking below the swing low and come back and retest it, that would be a double top, and then you're looking to come back down to 105,191. So be very wary of that, and the oscillators are also extremely overbought at the moment. But this downtrend was very strong for an extended period of time. I mean, if you go back to the 8-hour, we're talking weeks here. So I would not expect this thing to just suddenly reverse if it is going to reverse. So at the moment the trend is still down, but on the lower time frames, your first rejection area was not adhered to. Your second rejection area, which is this zone here, could very well be an area, but we do have a crossover here. So I'm a little bit cautious. Also a bit of a head and shoulders, or cup and handle rather. So there's your cup and there's your handle formation. So if this support holds at 105,755 and 105,566, then you have a fairly decent opportunity to the upside. But I think you're going to be basically targeting 106,151, and that would be where we need to have a look at what's going to happen again. So very cautious here at the moment. There's opportunities to the upside, there's opportunities to the low side. I just don't like this consolidation at the moment. So be very careful. And I just want to close this one off on the daily, because look at that. That's a massive inside bar of structure on the daily. Even though it's a strong downtrend, it's something you need to keep in the back of your mind. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen. Same kind of confusion here. But this one I am still sit on hands. You can see we just ranged yesterday, trying to find support here at 149,173. So much noise in the market at the moment around the dollar that it's so difficult to get a read on it and pick a direction. So this is the safe haven currency, and you can see the confusion here. Do we stay in this currency? Is it safe? Is it not safe? What's going on? And that's pretty much the sentiment of the whole market right now, and it's probably going to continue like this well into next year. So if you're making money in this kind of market, then your strategy is sound, to be honest. And I think risk management is probably the key. But anyway, this is sideways. I'm not interested in it. British pound, Japanese yen was going nowhere yesterday. And as I said yesterday, I'm not particularly interested in this until we get something happening. And we are getting something happening at the moment. We have come back to test some structure here. It is a downward trend. All the moving averages have crossed over. This could turn out to be a test of the 150 EMA break, and that is pretty critical for me. So I need to wait for 2 8-hour bars for that confirmation. But right now, if we look at this on the hour, that was a pretty strong move up yesterday. So obviously some data somewhere around the pound, or the predominantly the pound, I would say. Wasn't paying attention to noise, but nevertheless, that's what it is. So if you look at this on the hour, you would expect us to come back and find some support for a continuation to the upside. So that's kind of what I'd be looking at the moment. So this is the area, 182.312. Come back here, find support, hold it. Then you're definitely looking for some structure to the upside. Right now, I think we're aiming for a gap, which is there. So that's our first target, 182.898. Fairly strong start to the morning as well. So this one is looking interesting. Could be a situation of a move to the upside, or if it does reject this area, and that's a fairly strong area if you look left, if it does reject this area, that's just a rejection for a continuation down. But we'll have to wait and see what transpires here. So at the moment, on the 1 hour, definitely an opportunity to buy, and there are gaps here which would probably you'd want to see filled as well. This is a fairly strong move at the moment. You look at the moving averages. So the bias for me is up, but probably looking to reject this area or pull back and then reject this zone. And then lastly, Euro British Pound. So we spoke about this double top yesterday potential, and that is pretty much what's in play. So I'd want to see a rejection of 0.86682 for a move to the downside. So yesterday was big down, big up, big confusion. Nothing really to read into this. Obviously, I do have an extra level here, being this pin bar here, there, and that's what we're flirting with at the moment. So this is also something to pay attention to. This one, to me, is a clear London breakout strategy. So first 8 1-hour bars, that would be the top of your range, and then you can, I'm just going to use this one here, and then draw a line at the bottom. That becomes the bottom of the range. You break to the upside, then you're looking for your next logical target, the upside, which will be the swing high here. I have to put another level in, you'll see there. So that would be my next logical target. We break the downside, you're looking for logical targets to the downside, and probably going to be somewhere in this 0.86424 area. So that's kind of a fairly decent setup. We're in amongst the moving averages here, so you don't want to be trading this while it's ranging like this, not really trending properly. I still believe that this is a decent area to be looking for rejection, 0.86679, and then to play this big double top. Probably not today though. I think it's quite a big move for one day, unless there's some noise coming out. So yeah, probably sideways, drift higher, build a base here, and then Monday morning have a look at it, and there should be some structure somewhere in here for a bigger move to the downside. So kind of leaving Forex alone today by the looks of things. There's too much indecision. Anyway, hope it helps you somewhat. If it does, drop us a thumbs up, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.